Hi guys, it's Shami from Crafts Names and Things. So this is going to be in real time, but today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful tags. They're super simple to make. They're just mixed media tags. I went to Affordable Crafting and they had these tags. They were 50 cents and you get 10 of them. It looks like they kind of were like a reject. The hole's kind of in a funny place, so I think that's why they were there for so cheap, but they're super fun to use. I will make a template too, and I'll put it I'll probably put it on my blog and in the link in the description below, and you can click on it and then you can just trace the template, and then you can cut it out of cardstock or out of a file folder. That way you kind of have a little bit of thickness. But these are super fun to make. Very, very simple. You guys are going to love this. So what I have here is just my jelly prints. Now if you don't have a jelly plate, you can just use a piece of glass, and I have videos on that, or even a plastic bag. So I'll link those videos below if you want to see that process. But you just want something with a very beautiful background. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab either your glue or your Mod Podge, whatever you have, and you're going to attach the tag to the piece of jelly print. Now I painted the back of these gold. I just think that it looks better if they're finished. So I always paint the back of mine. Okay, and you're just going to take your Collage Podge, Mod Podge. This is Deco Page that I'm using from Deco Arts, which I love. But use whatever you have. Use glue, and it works just fine. You don't need anything fancy. Matte medium, whatever you have. Okay, just like that. Okay, just fun. Alrighty, and we're going to take these and we're going to stick it right on the back, just like that. Okay, and then what I like to do is I like to go over it on the front too. Just makes it easier for the drying time. Okay, and then you're just going to let that dry, and then you're just going to cut it out. Okay, so kind of go over all of it, and you might want to cut it out first and then just go over it too. Yeah. But these are super simple to make, and I have this beautiful stamp that I got from a fabulous subscriber, so I thought, well, I'm going to put that to good use. But if you don't have a fancy stamp, then you can definitely just use a butterfly or whatever you have in your stash. This one was $1.50 at Michael's. Okay, so once you do that, you'll cut them out. They look like this. Okay, ready? Okay, and they look just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some stamping. Now I have my script stamp here. That's what I'm going to use, but I'm going to put a piece of paper underneath just because I don't want to waste any of that beautiful ink. Okay, maybe I'll use a piece of, okay. Alrighty, and this is tissue paper. Alrighty. But you could use copy paper, whatever you want. And I just get a script stamp. That's what I like to use. I just love how it makes a beautiful, I just love having text in the background. And can you see on here it has like beautiful text. So it's fun. Take it, and now I'm going to do mine so they're facing this way. You could do it so it was this way too. But I just think it looks better if it's this way. I did try to make one that way, but I don't like the way it turned out. I like the one that I made better. Okay, take it like that. Alrighty. Okay, and then you'll just let that sit for a second, and then you can grab your butterfly, whatever stamp you want. You just want it to be fairly good size. Okay, and you're just going to ink it up really, really good. Okay, and I'm going to pull this so you can see it here, and you're just going to stamp your image. Okay, and there is a little hole in the back, but I'm really not worried about that, just because it's okay. Yeah, it's alright, because I can figure out how to cover it up or whatever. And I'm just going to stamp my butterfly out, since I inked it up very, very well. Probably a little too well. I kind of lost the detail on the stamp, but that's okay. I think it still looks good. Okay, just like that. Perfect. And let's make sure we don't have any ink left. that carbo ink is kind of expensive, so I like to use it if I can, to use all of it, okay? And then on this one, we're going to do this beautiful lady who I love. Isn't this such a beautiful stamp? I just love it. Thank you so much. We'll take it and we're just going to ink it up. And then I just have it on my acrylic block here, and we're just going to take it and, yeah, so we're good. And I'm going to kind of line it up so it's kind of in the middle, and I'm going to give it a stamp, okay? Just apply some pressure, and look at how that turned out. Isn't that cool? It's so pretty. And I'm just going to, again, get rid of the images here, and I'll use this as a collage or background, which is fun. But I try not to waste my ink. Okay, we'll take that and we'll put it over there. We'll take that and put it aside. Okay, so now you have this, which is fabulous. Now we're going to put an eyelet and a hole in it. But before we do that, I want to add a little bit of some of my oil pastel. Okay, so you could definitely do black, which is great, or you could do another color. So I want to show you guys what the other color looks like. I think red would be pretty with that one. So I love using oil pastels. They're super fun to use. Let me bring you in a little bit here. And I really like to use them to make boulders around things, okay? So you're just going to take it, and if yours aren't as creamy as these that I'm using here, then you can add a little bit of heat and then it smudges beautifully, okay? So don't fret. But I just kind of like the red against that background. And it's just a beautiful stamp of a lady. Oh my gosh, I love this stamp. It's so pretty. Awesome. But this is a great way to use up your jelly prints, and I will put these in Happy Mail when I send it off. Yeah, and it's just really awesome. Now, I did use a matte finish, but I really like gloss. That's kind of my favorite thing, is I love gloss. I think it just makes things pop out really good. And for this one, I'm going to do black. So I'm going to go around. And this is a cheaper oil pastel. It's a smaller one, but I wanted to show you. These literally I got in one of those little $3 art kits that you get at Michael's. But it works just the same. It's fine. It's not like, you know, I'm doing a beautiful oil pastel painting or anything like that. I kind of use them for boulders, and I just love their creaminess. They're just so creamy and nice, and you can smudge them, and they're really pretty. And I love that in my work. And I'm not being too specific. I mean, I try to get it on the edge, but if it gets off, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, just like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a word to these, and that'd be cool too, to kind of tell a story on your tag, but I'm not going to do that. So what I have here is I just have a little bit of glossy deco page here. And as I said, I just love the gloss because I think that it makes everything pop out. So I'm just going to brush this with my deco page. Just like that. Perfect. And I might have to, you guys might have to hear the hairdryer on this. I didn't think about that because it does need to dry before we move on to the next step. And if you wanted to, you could even put some ink around the edges and ink it up and make it look really grungy. But I like having the oil pastels. I think they're awesome. And that's what I'm going to use today. And the medium, the deco paint or Mod Podge, whatever you use, even glue works great. It seals in the oil pastel, so you don't have to worry about it smudging. Like, you can touch it and nothing comes off. And it doesn't move anymore either. It kind of just sticks it down in place, okay? And I do have some on there, but it's not from here. See? It's from what I was doing before. Okay, so we'll let those dry just for a second here. Doesn't take it very long. But see how it pops out more? I don't know if you can tell, but it really pops that lady out. And it really pops out that butterfly. So I just love it. Okay, so now we are going to make holes. Now I have a crocodile here. I got it at Joanna's with the 50% off coupon. It's something that I saved to get because it's like $25. But if you did not have this, don't worry. Just punch a hole and put some string through and no one will be none the wiser. Okay, so no worries. You do not need expensive supplies. I am going to kind of go through my eyelets and see which one I think will go with it. And again, I got this at my place, Affordable Crafting or Affordable Scrapbooking in Denver. And it was like, I think they were like 50 cents for all these, so that's pretty awesome. Alrighty. But you can, there's always a place to find eyelets, and they're really not that expensive, surprisingly. It's kind of one of those nice things. And once you get a crocodile or even the old-fashioned eyelet setters, even you can use a leather thing that they have at Michael's. It's called a leather eyelet setter, and that makes holes and it sets eyelets too. That's only $10, and you can use a coupon on that too. It's like in their As Seen in TV section. I think Hobby Lobby has it too. Okay, so what you're going to do is, this is dry enough for me to work with. So for my crocodile, I am just going to set my eyelets. So first I'm going to make a hole, and I'm going to make the 1 1/8, okay? And I'm just going to set it where I think I want the hole to be. It looks good there. Make sure that it's fairly even on here. And I'm going to make a hole. Now mine always has this little bit of stuff in it. I don't know why it does that. The bigger hole doesn't do that, but this one does for some reason, but whatever. Okay. And then we're going to take it and we're going to put our, I like to put the eyelet in first, just like that. So you put it in the hole, and then you take it and you stick it. They have a little raised edge here, and that's what I'm sticking it on. I don't know if you can see that, but it helps it to kind of stay in place. Oops. I'm messing around with it too much. Okay, and I'm going to pull this up. Okay, and I'm going to set my eyelet. Okay, and you got to kind of push on down on it. But look, we have a beautiful eyelet. Okay, and it just adds a little something to the design. Okay, and we're going to, again, we're going to do the 1 1/8 setting here. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of set it where I think the hole should go. No worries. Okay, and you could do these tags in any shape. Like, you don't have to use the template that I'm giving you. You could make hearts, you could make all sorts of really cool things, and you know, from what you have around your house and what punches you have, and make it into tags. I think a heart would be really cool. And again, I'm just going to do that again. Alrighty. I just have to leave it alone. I just sometimes don't think that it's in there, but it is. It's like, trust the machine, trust the object, okay? So that's how they look with the eyelet in there. And then you're just going to get some string, okay? And I'm going to use this. I got it in Happy Mail. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to use this too, which I got from Pam, which is wonderful. She's my friend in Colorado, and she gave me this in Happy Mail, which is awesome. She's one of the 3 or 4 women, actually, with my fabulous friend Diana, that I'm lucky to have a crafty relationship with. They're my crafty friends, which is awesome. So I'm truly blessed to have them. So you're just going to get some type of ribbon or something that kind of looks, that would go with your tag. Just go through your stash. I always get yarn, like really interesting yarns. You can find them at the dollar store sometimes, and then you can also find them, I'm just going to open this up, you can also find them at the thrift store. Lots of netters, you know, they do a project and they have a lot left over, so they have these really beautiful yarns that are not that much money. Okay, just going to take it and I'm going to tie it again. But look around the dollar store, yeah, Joanna's, you know, wherever you can, and just get some interesting Happy Mail, and just get like interesting things. Just love it. And take it, and we're going to do the same thing with this one. And you see that these only took me about 14 minutes to make, and you can make a whole bunch of them in no time, and I'm talking at leisure, so for sure it would not take you this long if you were working by yourself. There we go. But just fun. You can just include these in Happy Mail. Make sure you sign them. I'm terrible about signing my work, but you should do that. Just in case, you know, they fall into someone's hands and they might want to know who you are. And it's always good to have, you know, a little something when you send Happy Mail that you made. And this isn't too, you know, terrible. It isn't too hard to make. But aren't those beautiful? So those are my 3 tags, and I'll make the other one a butterfly. But aren't they fun? And these are my mixed media tags, and they're made from old jelly prints that I just had hanging around, and I'll just sign the back. And you can see that hole there, but I don't think it really matters. Maybe I'll sign my name there, but I just didn't like where the holes were, so that's why I didn't use them. So, okay. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to like and subscribe this video. And I am going to try to do at least 1 live video every week, okay? So I will try. It's kind of difficult, like with editing and that kind of thing, but I will definitely try. I hear what you guys are saying, and I definitely want you to have content that you can enjoy. And I love real-time videos anyway, so it's a lot of fun, okay? But I like kind of doing the fast forward thing. It's kind of quicker too sometimes, okay? But we'll have a good mix of both, okay? And also I want to let you know that I am going to start having classes, so I'll let you guys know about that. That's kind of what I've been working on, so that'll be super fun, and we'll just do lots of fun mixed media projects, and it'll be super duper cheap. Like, I'm thinking like $1 a class or something like that. So, or maybe 2 or 3. I don't know yet, but I'll let you guys know about that. Okay, so have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye. Happy crafting. Don't forget to like and share this video, please. Thank you.